Hello Gundam fans, Mobile Suit 0302 here with my first custom ever. Alright, this guy, he looks pretty awesome. I think he does, I'm not gonna lie. I think he looks amazing. So what this is the 1/100 Master Grade 00 Quanta Quantum Burst Mode and Quantum Burst Colors. And of course he's on the Celestial Being stand. I'll show that to you in a minute. But he also has his little LED in there. And we'll just turn one of my lights off so you can kind of see it better. Oh, that's so awesome. Alright, so for those of you that don't know, these LEDs look like this. So basically all it is a little switch on the back here that flips, and normally these are going to go into a GN drive like on the 00 Quanta, or on the 007 swords you can put one in the chest so that it lights up the head. But this one only has one for the chest drive. Well, actually it has a slot for two, one in the front and one in the back that comes out. And pretty much all it does is that. It lights up the back. But I didn't want to put it in just because you're never going to see the back. And even if you did, the GN drive is up over that backpack there. I'll show you guys. It's in there. It's in there. It's always going to be covered by that. So didn't really feel a need to put it in there, and you know, what the heck, we'll just put it in the 007 swords for his head. But let's move on to how I went about customizing this guy. Well, first of all, I clear coated everything with Valspar plastic primer. And then for everything that was white here, like on the knee pads, some of the arm skirts, the arm guards there, and his handpiece there, I used the Valspar satin tropical foliage for all the white. Then for all of the blue, what I did was I went over everything in the tropical foliage, and then over it I put a little coat of Gloss Exotic C, also from Valspar. So we'll just set this can over there. Then next, for the inner frame, we have the satin Peacock House, or the Hunter Green Valspar. It's a really dark, rich green, and it looks really nice on it, I think, for the inner frame. And then for all the yellow pieces, some of the stuff around the head, and of course we have the piece that pops out and juts out into the cross section there. I used satin New Avocado. Can't really. We'll put New Avocado in front. Yes, so satin New Avocado. And then everything was coated with a gloss sealer from Valspar too. Okay, so he looks really great. I left the V-fin up here on his head and the face plate, the mask, white, just to kind of give it a little more accent to the face, because without that everything would have looked green. I think just to accent the face and to bring it out a little bit more. And I did leave the red just because it contrasts really nicely with this suit, I believe. Alrighty. So not only did I do the Gundam itself and the sword there, you can kind of see, let me bend it so that you can see how I did the sword there. I also came and I painted the GN sword bits. So they were the blue, so of course they got the tropical forest and the sea blue there. And I did a little bit on Setsuna and the GN drive. Let's see if we can get up close. See, on the back, he is white. And on the front, he's colored in a little bit. And I did a little bit on the GN drive. I know it's really hard to see on camera, but the back part I didn't do as much. I covered it with tape. And we have the Celestial Being stand there, and it looks really great. I promise it doesn't look this high up outside of camera. So movement, everything is still there, basically. It's a little bit tight because of the paint, but yeah, it still moves great. It still poses great. You can get a lot of stuff out of it. And I just think he looks amazing. Well, that's about it for this. The next custom that I'm going to work on is an Arios. I've already said that a couple of times. So the next custom is going to be the Arios, and I'll get into that a little bit later. But I will... Oh, wait, I forgot to talk about this, the front piece there. So what I did for the front piece... I'm really proud. I made that entire front piece just by myself. And basically what I did was, for that part that juts out, I went to my local home improvement store, and I bought this clear plastic tubing. And I took my X-Acto knife, and I cut about, that much off of it. And then what I did was I sanded it down to get it kind of rough and weathered. And I came over that with a Sharpie marker, a green Sharpie marker, and it blends in almost perfectly with that. And then after that, for the yellow pieces that stick out, let's see if we can get a good view of one, I guess, maybe. Well, it may show up better on a screen than it does my camera, but yeah, for the yellow pieces that jut out, what I did was I took an animazement pass that I got. I had an extra one, and I cut that up, so the plastic in there I cut up, and I spray painted it and glued it on there, and that's about it. The front piece still comes off here, and you can still hold it or wiggle it off with that if you be really careful and don't mess with it a lot. But yeah, it's still really easy to take out and put on. So that's it for this guy. I'll see you guys at the next review.